And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Miami Marlins taking on the Baltimore Orioles. Biggest story in this one is just how dominant his pitching has been, Singy. He's been in complete control in recent starts.
So much confidence on the bump, Boog. Painting corners, changing speeds. He's been an absolute nightmare for would-be hitters.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about ready to roll, and towing the slab in this one, Casey Mize. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They could move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Jesus Sanchez leading things off and takes a strike. Hit hard on the ground to short. Henderson over to first in time. And a quick out, number one. And time now for the Marlins lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Looking for his first big league hit right here. And that one lifted in the air center field. Henderson makes the grab on the run.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
2 down, bases empty. Jonah Bride, the next up for the Marlins. 3 for 9 of the series coming in. In the air, right field. O'Neill makes the catch, inning over. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. And we're back. And towing the slab, Sandy Alcantara. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yeah, his batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam. So we'll see if he continues to dance his way out of danger.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And into the box for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second. Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Connor Norby. Mize back to work. Now this is in the air down the line. And a foul ball. Now the 0-1. On the ground right side, and it goes just foul. And today is draft day, singing an exciting day in terms of the future of the sport and the future of these teams. It's also changed a lot in terms of the immediacy of finding out. I mean, what was it? Carrier pigeon was how you found out about being drafted back when you were selected, right?
Well, fans today may not realize, because we have, such exposure on the internet and network sports and everything else. You find out right away. But when I was drafted back in 1993, I maybe found out, later in the day. I was drafted in the morning that I was drafted by the San Francisco Giants. So regardless, I think the feeling is the same. No matter whether you find out right away or you find out a day later, you're just so excited to have been drafted by a professional baseball team and have the opportunity to pursue your dream.
Griffin Conine, the next up for the Marlins, with 3 hits on the series and one of them a homer. That one's in there, and that's strike one. Conine with some struggles at the plate recently, not uncommon for rookies.
You know, Boog, at the start of my career, I got only 3 hits in my first month, but I kept at it, and I finished the year hitting 300. I know he's going through it a bit right now, but he's capable of figuring it out. Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Mullins makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
The first baseman.
And now for the Marlins, Davison De Los Santos.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Ground ball left side and foul ball. De Los Santos recently earned Rookie of the Month honors. That one outside, and that's ball 1.
The way this kid played over the last month, it's no wonder he got recognized for it. We'll see if he can keep it up as the league adjusts to him, though.
Swing and a slow roller. Henderson fires to first on the run, and they get the out. And 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second. Here's the catcher, Adley Rutschman. Alcantara in his 8th season, 29 years old, and of course has a Cy Young. Back now at Oriole Park, all set for the start of the inning. And now here is Dane Myers. Fouled off down the right side. That's outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Right side, hard hit. Mountcastle takes it to the bag, and one away in the top of the third.
The catcher, number 34.
Now the catcher up to hit, Liam Hicks. There's a strike.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Next pitch is outside. One out, base is empty. High fly ball, right field. O'Neill puts it away for the out.
The center fielder.
2 outs, base is empty. Shane Sasaki, the next up for the Marlins. And that's in there for strike 1. 2 outs, base is empty. That one hit to right. O'Neill brings it in. And that's the 3rd out. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling.
Vasquez.
On to the fourth. Now it's the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. And a foul ball.
You know, these Marlins just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Just misses with that one.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Stepping in, number 5. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Bunting for a hit, and that's a foul ball. And that's too high.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
No, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Right. In the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And it's even up. That one ripped. He makes the grab, and that'll do it. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball game. It's the Orioles 2 and the Marlins nothing. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. We go to the top of the 5th. Now the third baseman, Connor Norby. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Swung on, belted. That's back. And it's caught just in front of the wall.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
Conine in now, takes ball 1 off the plate.
These hitters are going to have to find a way to be a little more patient, see more pitches per at bat. Otherwise, that bullpen's not going to have to work over there, and it's going to be advantage pitching all game long.
And it's fouled away. Ball to strike. The pitch. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. Fights that one away, still 1-2. One down, base is empty. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Gets a piece and stays alive. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Outside, and it's a full count. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. That one ripped right center field. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
One out, runner at second. Davison De Los Santos now at the plate. That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. The run comes in to score from second, and now just a two-run deficit.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
And at the plate for Miami, Dane Myers. 0 for 1 so far. This one high in the air to left center. Cowser sizing this one up, puts it away for the out. And there are two outs.
The catcher, number 34, Liam Hicks.
So digging in, Liam Hicks. Flied to right his first time. Just missed. Runner at second, two down. Next offering is fouled back. Little chopper rolls foul. In the dirt, blocked. In there safely. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up. Well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Puts it in the air out towards left center and makes the grab. And that is that. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Home half of the fifth coming up. It's the Orioles 3 and the Marlins 1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
Henderson.
back here in Baltimore. And stepping in is the speedy Shane Sasaki. Mize back to work. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Cowser on the move. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
So the lineup flips over. Jesus Sanchez digs in now. That one ripped, but foul. Mize ready to fire now. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Hauls it in for the out.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
Up and in, 1-0. And another ball.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
That one pushed foul. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Tap foul at the plate. Right through there, got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Nothing across here this half. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Orioles 3 and the Marlins 1. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Declan Cronin.
And he's had a tough go of it against left-handed batters this year. They've been hitting him hard, so we'll see how he does here.
Here's Adley Rutschman, 0 for 2 in this one. Rutschman with an and now for the Marlins, Jonah Bride. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Going, gone. His 12th of the season. It's 3-2. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
And up next for Miami, Connor Norby. Tapped out in front of the plate. Whips it to Mountcastle. That's the first out at the top of the 7th.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Griffin Conine, the next up for the Marlins. 1 for 2. Fouled off. He was late.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Outside low, and now it's even 1-1. Ripped to short, and there's 2 away.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Davison De Los Santos, the next up for the Marlins. That one finds the corner, and that is strike one. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt in time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. Only one hit in the inning, a solo homer, and it's a one-run game. Seventh inning stretch time. It's the Orioles 3 and the Marlins 2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Jesus Tinoco.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, welcome back as we have a pinch hitter to lead it off. Xavier Edwards.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Yennier Cano.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Fastball for a strike. And that's way high. And the count is 1-1. Liner caught at second.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
And here's the catcher, Liam Hicks. Outfield playing pretty shallow. And that's downstairs. Ball one. Holding on to a one-run lead, and we're in the top of the eighth. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Up the middle, and a base hit right there. And that puts the tying run on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
One down. Here's the center fielder, Shane Sasaki. And that one fouled off.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
And that's in the dirt.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself in the scoring position.
He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. So up next, Jesus Sanchez. And that one fouled off. Hicks leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Went back to the changeup, and it was successful.
A lot of adrenaline. We can see it right there. And sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
So coming into the game now on defense, Derek Hill. He'll be out in left field.
Number 3.
Well, 1-run game, and into the box for Baltimore, Jordan Westburg. And we're back, and the batter will be the shortstop, number 5. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Felix Bautista.
And this is his 40th appearance of the season, so he's starting to log a decent amount of work this year.
Ball 1 there. Looking to get the tying run on base. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And that's ball 2. And another ball. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
That one at triple digits.
3-1.
There's a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
And a swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Right in the box now. Take strike 1. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. And that misses off the outside edge. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2. Fly ball down the line. And that's a foul ball. And that just misses.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Marlins down to their final out. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Connor Norby. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have
on the ground to third. And that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. And the double puts the tying run in scoring position with 2 away.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Now a chance for Griffin Conine. Trying to deliver as the hero. Just missed.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
So the tying run at second. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. This one in the air. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Orioles straining the tying run on base to win it.
That looked like the pitcher was getting into a little trouble there, but quickly brought out a pitch that isn't what most hitters are looking for with that great velocity. But it was really good movement on the changeup and a nice win today.